For banks, lending is a vital service. Automating loan origination streamlines the process while maintaining risk assessment to help banks make a credit decision that benefits both them and the customer. Let's follow Gail's application for a loan. She is an existing customer with the bank and wants a $10,000 personal loan. Once Gail has applied, it's a three-step process. The first step is reviewing the application, a step carried out by David Jones, the customer advisor. The second is assessing the application, which will be carried out by the underwriter, Debbie Wilson. Finally, once Gail has accepted the loan, the documents are generated and the funds are released. Let's look at how the Bizagi platform automates the process. Gail has applied for a loan via the bank's website. First, the application will be reviewed by David. He opens his app to see the lending applications waiting for his review, and Gail's loan is sat at the top of his dashboard. David can review the application, seeing all the data that Gail provided via the website. Gail is an existing customer, so all of her personal details have been automatically generated in the app, as well as an overview of the holdings that she already has with the bank, such as accounts, loans, and credit cards. David can also see an overview of Gail's employment details, her income and expenditure. Bizagi also automatically generates a PDF containing all the details of the application to send back to Gail at the end of the review. Now David has seen and checked all the information, he can leave a note for the underwriter and send it on to Debbie. David can now see a summary of the application, and in the activity column on the right of the screen, it shows that Debbie, the underwriter, has now been assigned to assess the application. This is a view of Gail's computer. When David completed his review, Bizagi automatically sent Gail an email to let her know that her application was being processed. The PDF application document is attached for Gail to download and keep. Of course, David will be dealing with more than just Gail's loan application. In Bizagi, he has a comprehensive view of customers, their accounts, loans, and credit cards. If he needs to run reports and dig into the data, he can ask Ada, Bizagi's conversational AI assistant. For example, he can ask, "What is the average credit score of customers in each state?" And Ada will visualize the data for him. He can then dig down into just the customers in the East Coast. Even though East Coast isn't a predefined filter for data, Ada is intelligent enough to know which states are in that area and can show David the information. Back to Gail's application. Next up is step 2, where Debbie, who's part of the underwriting team, is going to assess the loan. Her dashboard shows the incoming applications she needs to assess, and the option to search and view ongoing applications. She also has a visualization of data on current applications in her pipeline. She can see Gail's application at the top of her list ready to assess. When she opens the application, she can see the information and David's notes. A handy feature in Bizagi is that you can check the process diagram that sits behind the app to see what stage the process is at. We can see here that we are at the Assess Application stage. Debbie can now assess the application. There are a number of tools built into the platform to help her to do that. Bizagi has already retrieved Gail's credit score. Debbie can request a copy of the credit report if she wants more information. This is shown directly within the platform, so she doesn't have to switch screens. Bizagi also allows Debbie to assess the affordability of the loan in the repayment simulation. It has already run a range of calculations based on the bank's APR, the loan amount, and repayment terms matched against Gail's income. In this case, it has shown that Gail is pre-approved as it meets the threshold set by the bank in the system. Debbie now has a range of options for her next step. She can approve or reject the loan, escalate the application to a manager, or request additional documents. Now Debbie has confirmed Gail's eligibility for the loan, she can approve the application and get Gail to agree to the terms of the loan. Back to Gail's computer, where she receives the completion form to sign along with the loan agreement document. She digitally adds her signature and sends it back to Debbie. Time for the final step, generation of documents. Back in Debbie's app, she can check the status of the completion form. She has received the signature and can click to update the status to complete. As you can see from the process diagram, the loan has been received, reviewed and assessed with the documents sent out to the customer and the agreement signed. So, Debbie can now complete the loan application, and the funds will be released to Gail. And you can see that this case has been cleared from her pending list of assessments, so Debbie can work on the next application in her list. Thanks to Bizagi's seamless integration and efficient automation, you can optimize your lending experience to make it more efficient for your employees and delight customers with a slick and satisfying service. Ready to transform your lending process? Contact Bizagi today to see how you can create modern apps powered by Process.